It's a Friday morning. I just transferred from the futons in the back room to here, still with PJ. My baby girl is chilling. My baby boy is up and about, already playing with veggies and fruits. And cars there. It's one of those days that I really don't want to even start the day, but have to feed those little ones, change them, and start with the laundry and all that stuff that comes with it. Hello, sweetie. Oh, so cute. So cute. She's so cute. Okay, she's up. She's up. But you know, I like last night was tough because it just reminded me once again how I have to deal with all the crap here and all the weirdness of having 3 older kids and 2 small kids and be by myself. It's just some days I can take it, others I just can't, especially when there were 3 kids that were sick and 3 of them were on medicines, and those hospital trips and just being constantly worried about them and how they're feeling and how they're not eating and they don't want to have no appetite and blah blah blah. But they're better now. They're much better. I have to feed them breakfast and give them their baby syrup. And my little guy from the other 3, he's fine too. He's at school now. He just left at 7:20. Right now it's almost 9, so I let those sleep here on the couch around me. No, but they're now up. But last night was like really weird because first of all I couldn't find the car key all day, and it ended up being in my bag but just on the side pocket, which I didn't check yesterday. But I freaked out because I honestly thought the car, that was the only key. I'm stupid. Like I didn't even think about the fact that there, you know, when you get the car, you get 2 keys for the car usually. I didn't think about a spare key. So, but we had to take the babies to the hospital just to be checked and make sure everything's okay with them and take medicine so they can recover faster. And so their father went to his parents' house to get the second key from there. And I was like, oh, that's right, there is a second key after all. It just didn't occur in my mind. And what happened when he said it's so cute. And yeah, that's my laundry waiting from yesterday there. It's still hard to fold it and put the new one in outside. Oh, look at them walking with their baskets. They're so cute. Okay, I have to feed them, but but then the whole day I didn't even look for it. I just forgot all about it. Had to, you know, things happen here. There are kids, there are meals to be prepared, laundry to be taken out. Can you close the door, please? Kalia, can you close the door, please? Can you close the door, please? Because the AC is on, so it's warmer. Thank you, Kai. I don't know why they're going with their PJs, but like how he found the key last night is just because it was like, well, did you find the key? Did you talk to the boys if they found it or they saw it or they tracked it or I don't know if they know anything about it. So I was like, no, I don't have time. Remember, 5 kids by myself here. So he just got off from the couch and went to my bag, like the blue bag there, and just started like looking inside of it, like just started looking in all the pockets. And I was like, I just cannot believe how people still feel so comfortable to touch other people's stuff as if it's their own. And it just bugged me so much. It's just like really annoying. Like I have nothing to hide, like ever, and I'm used to the boys always picking up in my bag and finding things. I'm kind of like, and I've told him before, this is really not ethically well to do. It's not okay to do. When I see his freaking bag outside, I didn't think automatically, oh, okay, I should check his bag and start picking up his stuff inside. I don't do that. I just don't do it. And even if he found the key and gave me that really nasty look, I was like, oh, thank you for taking my bag without asking. And yes, I'm happy there is actually a key here. And yes, he can bring that spare key back to his mother's and father's house, because that's a safe place. And here nothing is safe. Here's nothing safe. Like, this house is like a joke, and his parents' house is like the safe place for everything to be kept, everything spare, everything that extra has to be there. And so, talk about Everybody Loves Raymond kind of TV show reality I'm living in. Only it's not across the street from what I remember from that show. It's just next door. So, yeah. And then my third guy that had a pukey situation and had to clean up that and still stinks in the room and it's just horrible, tells me last night, oh, mommy, by the way, this morning when I woke up, my blanket was wet. I'm like, please don't tell me you wet it with pee or with puke. And he's like, well, I don't know, it was wet. So I went there and we started looking at the blanket, and I saw stained and it smelled like puke. But he swears in his life that he did not puke last night or any time after the puking he did the first time, and I changed all his bedding. I was like, mysteries like that, like things that don't get solved because somebody decided to be stubborn to not tell the truth. It just makes me so sick and so tired. And so I just decided, that blanket is a goner. I don't, if he didn't really puke, then that stained place has been there for a while. That's just gross. And I don't really put stained, dirty blankets in the drawer. So when I picked that up from the drawer to give it to him, it was probably clean. Or if it was not clean, I was not there in the drawer playing hide and seek in the house all summer and puking in it without telling mommy. It's like, I don't know. To this point, into this moment, I don't know what happened really. But I just decided this blanket is a goner, because I am sick and tired of people's lies and like, not, I don't know if lies, but not being honest, which is the same thing really, and not resolving the problem and not knowing what really happened. I mean, when you're a mom and you just want to know, you become like this detective in the house, where you have to find all the mysteries, why this thing ended up here in the house, or where did that item disappear, or how come this is the way it is now. And nobody knows the answers, right? Nobody knows. It's all a big huge mystery, and you're trying to solve it. And so, and you're trying to solve it by yourself, because guess what, you don't have a partner in that kind of game. It's like everybody's asking all the mysteries that to be solved. Everybody thinks that somehow the mother of the house knows all the answers, and she is the great detective, the great Sherlock Holmes, who has to find it with a magnifying glass and figure it out by herself. And many times I've figured out things, but there are a few times, and then I seriously, last night I was like, you guys, seriously, I don't believe in black magic, but when things like that start happening around the house, and like mysterious things that you don't really know how to explain it, no matter how much I press and push and threaten, everybody goes with it, goes around it. And I was like, okay, fine. It's just blanket in the trash. And they're really old and ancient anyways, those freaking old blankets that came with the house. And yeah, so that's about it. It's just that when the frustration builds up because of a few things happening at the same time, along with sickness of kids, and even it's not corona thing, when it's, but like it's still something you have to take care of and be aware of, and hydrate them and keep them well and worry about them, check their temperature all the time, make sure you plan your day in a way where they can be safe inside or play outside when it's only sunshine. Like all those things, it takes time, it takes preparation, it takes thinking ahead, and it takes zero time for let's sit down. And like last night, seriously, because of I felt that I'm on the edge, because I had to take 3 kids to the hospital. lost the car key. So I was like on the edge. So I was like, you know what, guys, we're gonna get, whoever wants to join me, I'm gonna make hot chocolate after 8 o'clock p.m. Usually we try not to eat after 8 p.m. But I was like, I'm gonna make hot chocolate. Who wants to join me? And then the three big boys are like, yeah, me. And then we open a box of Tim Tam, and you know, Tim Tam, how you eat it, like you make it like a straw and you suck it with the warm chocolate, and it just felt good. And that's called stress eating or comfort food. Not that I need it, not that I wanted it. In the back of my mind, I know that I don't really need that, especially after 8 o'clock if I'm trying to lose some weight from some pregnancy weight. I don't think at this point I can lose pregnancy weight anymore, because it's been almost 2 years without a few months, and my tummy is just really stretched because of the two babies that were inside. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna live with that. But you know, definitely the hot chocolate and sometime after 8 o'clock p.m. didn't help. But yeah, that we did that anyways. And then after that happened, all the mystery with the blankets and stuff. Look at this guy, so naughty. He wants to be between the couches, so naughty. And she's so busy. She's so busy and so cute. And I have to feed them because it's 9 o'clock a.m. So I have to start the day. But it's just I had to get this out of my system. And sometimes I feel like it's good I make those videos, because when I'm not sure about something, I can go back and see the date of the video and know what happened that day, and I can track back in history if I'm looking for an answer for something like, oh, this unpleasant thing happened on that day. And I think it's really it's good for me. At least I can tell it helps me a lot. And yeah, so no matter what the frustrations, it's a new day. Should start it with more hopeful and with brighter look at it. And it's like trying to find something good in every day here in a place where you don't want to be another minute, and still try to be happy and cheerful for the little ones, for their sake. And I forgot to tell you guys, this little beautiful girl, I mean, she can cry, she can be stubborn all she wants. I learned that last night. There's like a little incident with them. So I wanted them to clean up, and it was like right before dinner, so they were hungry, and so they wanted something. So they know where the chocolate, like I opened like a little tube of chocolates inside. I got it for, I think, in October to decorate my second born's cake in October. But I didn't use many of it, not really. And so, but I opened it anyway. So I'll be giving them sometimes like 2 or 3 like little chocolates from inside, just for fun. And then she started pointing at it. So I got it out, and I was like, let's clean up. So they play with the crayons and their sketchbooks on the table. So I was like, clean up the crayons and the booklets, and then I'll give you the chocolate. Yep, I'm talking about you and yesterday. So I can remember that one instant. That's before the terrible 2 hits. Like she's not even 2. That will be in January. But yeah. And so my little boy, he helped me. He cleaned up. He put the crayons in the little Ziploc. And okay, what's that? Did you find the marshmallows? You want to start the day with a marshmallow? He found the marshmallows. So he helped me. So I gave him chocolates, but she refused. It was her choice. She refused to do it, and so I was like, okay, no chocolates for you. And from then on, I gave her another chance. I was like, see those, we still have like those ping pong balls that we kept them from like a long time ago from family that is not even here in this. They went back to the States a long time ago, but they gave us like lots of Halloween stuff that they left behind. and some of those ping pong balls were like drawn with markers to look like eyeballs. So they found them, like when we took the Halloween stuff down for decoration last month, and they're still all over the house, like. And so I was like, clean them, let's put them in your they keep it in one wagon of a little train. And so she didn't. She refused. She cried so hard, and she refused to help. And so I was like, if I do it, if I clean it up, I'm not gonna give you chocolate, okay? And then the bath was filling at the same time, so she kept crying. She kept crying. She kept pointing at the chocolate, and I was like, you're not gonna get it because you didn't help me clean up, and he did. So she couldn't handle the fact that her brother got it and she didn't, and she couldn't handle the fact that I was not happy with her. She just wanted me to hold her, and I refused to do it. And so I took them to the bath all that entire time. So I'm talking to you about like a good 10 minutes of crying already. We went to the bath. The entire time there she cried as well. The entire time. Even though I hugged her and I snuggled with her in the bathtub in the water and I washed her, she kept crying. We came to the kitchen. She kept crying and then one of the boys turned on the TV, like the Disney Channel, so they could watch something. So she forgot to cry. And then after that, I went to hold on, this is the last one, and I have to split it for them. And yeah, very healthy breakfast, right? I'll feed them something. And then after that, after all that drama was like good 30 minutes of crying just to show her point that she's disappointed, and me telling her that she's not gonna get a chocolate, she finally came, sat on my lap, ate her dinner nicely and quietly, and was happy and cheerful, back to her normal. And so you go through that. You just imagine like the echo in the bathroom, the screaming, the crying, and the tantrum. That was real. That was real for me. That was a first. Before she would cry, but like I would just let her cry, and she'll come back to her senses and she'll be okay. But last night was like intentional, purposely, and nasty. And so I was like, okay, that's what's ahead of me. It's not gonna work with me though. I'm not gonna bend this time. This is not my kid number 1. This is my kid number 4 and 5. And so I'm not bending. They can cry all they want. They're gonna know that what is right and what is wrong is wrong. Okay, they're looking for more food, guys. So I'm gonna keep going with the day. Bye-bye.